Good evening and welcome to LockDown LAN. I've just looked at the number, I've already forgotten it. 74, I think. Hope you're all doing well out there in, well, quarantine land or second wave land, depending on which part of the world you live in. Yes, last Sunday I think it was, we did fine. What we did is we killed the Moon Lord, and then we didn't kill the second one, and then it took too long or something, and then we had to go to bed. Something along those lines. And I seem to recall, as Mia told me, the Wasp cannon dropped from Plantera, and I still don't have it. She lied to me. So I said I've got bouncy weapon. But I do have six pygmies, which is quite frankly more than anyone could realistically ask for in life, isn't it?
Indeed.
I mean, even the richest of us don't really own more than 2 or 3 pygmies. It's also, as far as I know, this is as good as the summoner stuff gets. It's the pygmy stuff. Kind of saddens me a little bit that there is no. Wait, what's that? It's me. I'm sorry I don't have a net. There's a prismatic lace wing here, which is very pretty. No, I didn't. I was having a drink and my pygmies defeated the pixies. So pretty much it's, I've forgotten the order, but we're going to kill the thing, and then the other thing that killing that thing makes happen. Was it the Moon Lord we killed? And then we had to kill the... Did we kill the 4 pillars in a row? Is it just the first 2? I don't remember.
There's a mimic nearby. I know I can see it. Which is disguised as a chest if you want to... Oh no, not disguised as a chest, it's actually just... bloody obvious.
Oh, there's a bunch of fireflies or something off in the distance. I wonder what that's about.
Oh, I got a philosopher's stone.
Oh, good. Yeah, because that can work towards your armoured band regeneration. No, sorry, your charm of myths, which I don't actually use.
Yeah, so you want to get more space, don't we, at this stage? The extra slot, whatever it is.
Well, what I want is I want a charm of myths with plus 20%, 20 mana. Almost has got 20 mana. But my pygmy necklace, it gives me 1 extra minion, but a lot of these things I'm sacrificing quite a lot for. I'm either sacrificing quite a lot for 20 extra mana, or I'm sacrificing 20 extra mana for quite a lot. But yeah, Rob and we looked at the original Spin Tires release trailer earlier, and it was awful. And they took about 3 years to release the game after showing it for the first time, which is surprising. But when they first show it, it didn't have any of the mud stuff, didn't have any of the ground deformation and the tire deformation. It was significantly simpler than the game that came out.
There's another mimic detected nearby. I thought it might have been, but I wasn't sure. There's a chest here that looks like a mimic chest, it looks a bit on the small side. Let's see what happens when I tap it with my... Right, oh, there's a mimic. There's a chest we've been dumping shit into, yes, okay. Qualify. Yeah, I'm not seeing qualify. Oh, there's the mimic. I can see the mimic.
quite
Oh, and a
large.
Medusa. Do we need a Medusa's head?
Oh
Have we got
yes, absolutely. We could probably all do with a Medusa's head. I'll come and help you, right? Because that'd be more useful. I'm just currently here just killing pixies.
one? Oh, I'm stone. That's helpful. Right. Well, I got some things. Did I get a head? I've got another Philosopher's Stone. I don't believe I've got Medusa's head. No. I'll give you a spare Philosopher's Stone though. 'Cause,
I've already got one. I've got the fully upgraded one. Yeah, did that yonks back.
sweet.
Oh yes, we were amassing chlorophyte. I remember.
Yeah, there is some around here.
Well, we were trying. Chlorophyte's like the highest tier, so it shows it to you for miles around.
Yeah. They were showing me there were some fruit, there's some life fruit around here as well somewhere.
Did you say there are a lot less torches around than there should be?
Yes, that. Ooh, silver bars, bit of dynamite, flaming arrow, archery potion.
I seem to have got aglets only come from surface chests, by the way.
Right. I'm just going to rename the oh, no. I'll rename the chest so it saves people going, oh, what's in there? Crap, that's what's in there. Is chlorophyte? No, chlorophyte's not the red stuff, that's a rauchium.
Green stuff.
Yeah, it's green stuff. We don't want the red stuff, do we?
No. Chlorophyte, well, actually, no, I'm not. We do need chlorophyte. I certainly don't, because unfortunately, I'm as far as I get. I've got the ticky gear.
Right. I haven't got a tool that let me mine chlorophyte, unfortunately. So
Have you found some chlorophyte?
I have. It's
Cool.
right here.
We should also, I mean, under Earth Numbers House is here. There's a Plantera bulb just by the Plantera kill area.
Oh, nice.
Literally, so if we just got there, we should kill that.
Well, what do we wait for everyone to?
Because they just respawn. I mean, we can kill them as many times as we
Okay.
like. There's no.
Oh, okay. So then you're the best of where the bulb might appear and so forth.
It's not hard to find though.
No. Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're
Medusa.
confident we can kill it.
Did you get her?
I think I did. Need a torch to see what I got. Definitely not. Ah, it's to get. I got an adept Medusa head.
Cool.
Minus 13% mana cost. You want that, don't you?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do, because I don't. Let me just go and hope that throws into your inventory. Did you get it?
Yeah. I'm just trying to work out what I'm gonna. The Medusa just hits everything nearby it can hit. And if you just head up to the boss platform, there's literally a Plantera's thing just here.
Oh, I see.
And some.
So chlorophyte obviously will mine chlorophyte. What's the tier below that mines chlorophyte?
The tier below chlorophyte.
That lets you mine chlorophyte.
Oh, I've got the strong pickaxe axe, which is the. I can't remember. It comes from killing Plantera, or I can't remember.
Okay.
It comes from Gollum. How's the volume now?
Much
Better.
louder. Yeah. How far away are you from joining us? Let's be like 1 minute or 5 minutes.
Probably more like 5 minutes.
Okay. Plantera is beneath me.
Yes, it probably is beneath you. You're right. Oh, sorry. It is literally beneath you.
Get on your horse.
I've got a rabbit. Because bunnies are nice as pie, aren't they? Where's my bloody cursor? That way!
Yeah, basically my pigmies all just attached to Pantera now, just damaging him.
I'm stun locked. I can't. Oh, this rope doesn't jump very well either.
Drink! Potion!
I can't. I'm out of drink booze. Not out, I'm just timing.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Horses jump nicer than rabbits. Rabbits seem to struggle to jump anywhere.
Yeah. Unfortunately, see, this isn't the kind of killer, and I usually do a killer, and I can just run away as much as I can. I can't drop down very quickly on this one.
Oh, right.
And when I go up, they do the same thing. Yeah.
14.
You might be lucky.
Once?
No, I thought you teleported to me.
Oh, no, I'm trying to teleport to the right one.
Yeah, there's music's reset.
Sorry? You're done?
Music reset, yeah.
Okay. Kill it?
No. No, I said I needed to run away, let the boss align to my level. That kind of set's fine when there's more of us. Because the boss is more likely just to pick somebody random.
Yeah.
I can't drop down quickly enough. Oh, we don't have a jungle teleporter, do we?
It's sort of to the very... If you go to the very...
We only have one teleporter. We only have one teleporter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I won't waste a wormhole potion getting to you.
No. I'm trying to get more life fruits. Have you maxed out your life?
No, 420 out of 500.
I'm at 415, I think. How do we tell?
You hover the mouse over.
Yeah, I'm 415. Yeah, I'm 415.
Well, I'm going to tidy up the boss room because I'm annoyed that we could have killed that, but I said I couldn't. I just couldn't.
Oh, damn it.
I can't drop down very quickly. Just sort of stop, drops.
Yeah. Take a couple of a couple of holes in it, I suppose.
No, I'll just dig a bit further to the left. I can go upwards quickly enough,
Yeah.
and then I just want to be able to run to the right, and then drop down, and then run back to the left. Go me.
Bloody hell, nearly killed me again.
And then nasty. How we do? If right where I am, we do have a banner for it though, which helps.
No.
Wow.
Derpling dead.
Oh, it doesn't help you against.
I've died 3 times. Yeah, I've tried to get there 3 times now. Died every time.
Doesn't help you with Dirtlings, I'm afraid.
Oh, arse. Hello.
Whoa, here she comes. Oh, really? That wasn't my wasp gun. That just means somebody else got a wasp gun and didn't want it.
Yeah, that was me.
That's literally the weapon I'm after.
Alright. I did mention it. I thought everyone was getting one. Not to worry.
Yeah, I will come. But yeah, more bets. We will definitely go back to Unfortunate Space Ben. As I said, it's really fun and really funny. Diablo 3, as you know, was not fun last night, which is a shame. It would have been better with more of us if I could have taken a bit more of a break. But it's just a very hectic game. I mean, here you press the mouse cursor, but you don't have to keep moving the mouse around whilst having it, death gripped. Well, if there's a, we don't need to kill Pantera. If there's a wasp gun. Where did Esmir say? In the chest by the forge. Let's see. Murderous wasp gun. Cool. It better sound the same. I it sounds different actually. And that's a magic conch, not a money trough. Money trough. Oh, it's a lot slower firing though. So, take me through what what happened last time. We killed the Moon Lord, which we can't fail on, and then something else spawned, and then we got killed just as we were about to get it, or something.
We'd killed all the pillars, and then the Moon Lord spawned. And it was the Moon Lord that we lost.
So the Moon Lord was the one that spawned just to the right of us, and we had to kill some waves. What was the... I don't recall killing any pillars, unless you guys all killed that while I was busy doing something else. It's possible. Like, where were the pillars? Have they just respawned? They only spawn at night. You can...
They're not time restricted.
Okay, but I don't remember. I don't know what we do now to sort of redo that. There's a mysterious tablet here, which I assume is how we kick it all off again. I don't recall killing two bosses. You see, we killed a big one with the arms, and then something to the right that was more of a wave-based thing, like an invasion.
Pillar event leads to the Moon Lord. We did the pillar event, and then the Moon Lord showed up, but we died to it. We were getting pretty close to killing it, but...
So what's the thing that looks like Cthulhu with big arms?
That is the Moon Lord.
We killed that, then there was something to our right. Or was it that the one that killed us and thing to our right is what we killed beforehand?
Yes, to the second one.
So what was the thing that we killed to make the Moon Lord spawn?
The lunatic cultist, which is by that tablet. Which, if he's missing, then, or if the cultists are missing, then the event is bugged and it needs to be respawned.
No, he's there. I mean, I say, but he will appear at the base, right?
You can find him at the temple. He just appears next to you. But I don't know if it's random or nearest person to the tablet.
Okay, well, if you guys want to be at the base, then I will summon him. He's slowly dying. Apparently he's been poisoned, but not by me. He's just slowly losing 1 health every tick. So yeah, you need to be at the base, Max.
Okay, I've just found some life crystals within my vicinity. Bear with. Just trying to locate the bloody thing.
It's fine. Let us know when you're back at base, and I will summon it. And then I guess I summon it and then just lig it back to base.
Yeah, you can use the teleporter. I don't know if it despawns if you get too far away though. So
I'm quite quick on the horse.
What is with all this bloody activity down here? I'm like, piss off and hassle everyone else. Oh, well, what is my live fruit? And I can't even bloody find it. I'm assuming it's up here somewhere. Oh, I do like this whip though. Firecracker thing. It's good.
I should probably get a whip as well. As far as I know, all the whip does is it just whatever you whip, all your minions attack. Which is not normally something I actually get care. Oh shit! No, no, mine didn't spawn. I'm guessing I break the tablet in order to make it spawn.
No, it should be just you kill the 4 cultists and then it spawns the tablet. Key
Nope.
breaks.
Wasn't there an archer that fell down that pit? To the
Oh,
right?
it's life crystal, not life fruit. What?
I would assume he just got killed. I mean, down there. Yes.
Right, I am back at base. I'm just unload some of this crap. I'll just do that. Oh, right. There we go. Cool. My nearest is boosting my health.
I don't know. Do you have a health? Do you have a health bar for a boss?
Negative.
Okay, just me then. Oh wait, this is. Wait, I'm really confused now. This is just the annoying ass cultist boss. Ah well.
Yeah, the cultist boss leads to the pillar event, which leads to the Moon Lord.
Oh, that's nice. They've patched it so you don't have to. You can just click on someone on the map if you've got the wormhole potion in your inventory, rather than having to drink it. So, oh, hello.
Wait, did you just get the attention of the boss? I'm trying to kite back to the base.
Maybe. It's all right. His attention is now. His attention is now on you. For sure.
Oh my god.
Phantasm dragon.
Yeah, well, the route between that and our base is shit, by the way. But yeah, they'll respawn tomorrow then.
I think you might be better at jumping, wouldn't you?
Yeah, actually, I would. Also, when you're riding a rabbit, every 2 minutes another rabbit should just spawn your inventory. So we kill the cultist, and then when we get that, the big Cthulhu boss comes, and then when we get that one, the boss to the right of the base spawns, and is that right? I'm sure that's what killed us, was the one to the right of the base. We had to kill like a certain number of mobs, and then once that was done, then it was vulnerable, and that's what I think we failed on.
What I very distinctly remember happening last time was we did the cultist and then the pillar events, and then the Moon Lord spawned, but it was end of stream time, so we died to it.
Yeah, but you keep saying pillars. There was only one pillar. Or, well, it wasn't a pillar, it was just a blue lady, wasn't it? To the right of the base. That's all I recall.
No, there were definitely 4 pillars. I think me and Esme just took out 2 of them by ourselves.
But the pillar is that the it's a timed event, you know, with a bar that fills up when you've killed them all, and you said you could then go and do the thing.
Yes.
Found a oh, it started.
Oh dear.
Found a whoopsie.
Oh.
Beat Paraprisma?
Lucky blindfold, immunity to. Well, immunity to nothing I care about. Hey Ted, how are you?
Hello.
think it's a very low sky island up here. Yes. Ah! With an attack.
It's really weird. If I'm going quickly, I'm invincible to touching mobs, and if I'm going slowly, I'm not. Because of my unicorn's special skill. But if I'm not going fast enough, I just run into a mob and take damage. Max, you're about to die.
No, thanks for that.
I mean, like, use a potion.
I just did. Like I wait 51 seconds.
Or just drop to me, and my pygmies will protect you.
Protect me, pygmies!
See?
Nope.
They killed it. Unfortunately, you also got killed.
Yes. But you can just grab the Soul of Light.
Souls of Flight, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's why I get confused, because there's Souls of Light and Souls of Flight, but you can also just mumble it and go. But you cannot. But you no, because if you mumble Souls of Light, what am I talking about?
Oh, I see. Souls of Flight or Souls of Light.
Yes, Souls of.
Also, Souls of Might.
That's the right.
Make it
something
that
like
much better.
No, there's a M in that one. Souls of Might. That's fine. But I wouldn't pronounce. I wouldn't pronounce the S. I'd say Souls of Might. Because I'm English and I don't know how to talk proper. Or do I?
I does.
I come top at elocution classes. What was that?
Bastard.
No, it was Frankie Boyle and somebody else was on a show with some, I don't know how to describe her, a TV personality, and she's from Essex, but she actually said, but I come top at elocution classes, and he was like, I come top at elocution classes. Because obviously that's not how you
Elocute.
that's not how one talks.
Ain't talking proper like, is it? Elocution's about the pronunciation, the diction.
Elocution's about being posh.
What's that?
Elocution, so it includes
No, down here there's like some electrical things. Oh, Tesla turrets. Enemy Tesla turret?
We've got
enemy
Martian
Tesla turret?
invasion right now. That's my bad.
Yeah.
So elocution is being posh, so it includes talking correctly, it includes correct grammar, it includes dancing rules, which knives and forks you use in which order, whether or not you bow or you curtsy. That is elocution classes. Yeah, see in our country tag, you don't just stuff everything in your mouth. We actually have like knives and forks for different foods. I've been to America, I know what it's like over there.
Get it in fast, get in quick, don't look back.
That's not quite the motto I would have given America, but sure.
Oh bloody hell. Great big bloody laser firing spaceshipy thing.
It gets worse.
Kill it! Kill it! I'll try and bounce it to death. Right.
You guys don't actually help, do you? No, good.
So what I'd like to do is look at my inventory while I'm waiting for this countdown, while I'm just being stuffed, watching whatever else is going on. But, yeah, hang on.
Vitamins just dropped. Immunity to weakness. Brilliant. I mean, I'm assuming weakness is a debuff, but it's just a very vague thing to say.
Yes.
Insane, did we actually kill the Black Pearl, or did we not actually manage that when we were trying? I can't remember.
Yes, we killed
did
it
kill
3 times.
Okay. I thought it killed us.
This rocket's got us real good. Ooh!
Laser gun went through the building that time.
And they do that now.
Piercing lasers.
Well, some of the time it did, some of the time it didn't. He couldn't make his mind up.
Comes another one. Lord.
Yeah, it's because this was obviously quite a young world compared to the old one. We've never optimized any of the routes, so to get from there to there, it's not very good. Should be better in a second, though. Is that all the invasions we've had now? It's a sort of fish invasion. No, like, is there a fish invasion?
There's just
Not that I know of.
fishing boss. Have a mage?
What?
Have someone dedicated to being a mage?
I'm mostly summoner, but I'm basically once I'm summoned, then I'm sort of a what's the Dungeons and Dragons term?
I've
your
been
second
casting.
class.
Got the laser machine gun. Granted, it's a terrible one, but it's a laser machine gun.
Real quick, if anyone has any beetle husks, please throw them at me. I'm making some tank armor.
Need to go to my other world. My other character's world.
If you just go into my trash, I'm sure there's loads in there.
Have we killed Gollum on this map?
Yes.
Obviously. If you were talking about Moonlord.
Hello, Dora. What do you want? Bye. Okay, I should be able to make it all the way back to base now. From the left without any issues whatsoever. The cultists are back, but I'll just check my my statement is one of truth before I
Before we take on all of that again, would we be able to do the golem 4 times real quick? We have the power cells for it.
yeah, oh, can do. Why?
I know a few people don't have the pick to actually break everything, and
Yes.
I need the beetle armor for tanking.
Can do.
I would like to do that too. So I need that. Obviously, okay, I found my chlorophyte and then have no way of giving it to anybody.
Well, I
Lighting it up well with torches.
don't think chlorophyte's any use to anyone now, haven't it? Don't we all have chlorophyte armor? Or those who
I
need it.
don't. I'm still rocking mithril.
I mean,
I'm still rocking palladium.
I think my problem last time wasn't being able to mine it, I just wasn't finding very much of it.
Yeah, I found just enough to make the turtle armor right now. And that was quite the journey.
Oh, ice golem. Not seen one of those before.
Does anyone want the Xeno staff 38 summon?
Is that better?
Does it beat the Mystic Imp? I think it must do.
Well, can you summon one thing with it or lots of things?
Depends on how you're built. I can only summon one because I don't have the armor for it, but I'm assuming that you can summon multiple.
I can summon lots, yes. Please hold, need to just clear up my inventory of stuff. The fuck's that? Another Martian probe.
Yeah, if it turns red, it's coming.
It's coming.
Kill it, by the way.
I was in my inventory. I wonder what's
Confusion they throw at you is quite annoying.
what's crap? I assume frost cores are important because I've only ever seen one of them.
It might just be a wing material.
No, that's an ice feather. Surely. You might be right.
Yeah.
I also have a meat grinder. I don't know if I care about that.
It's for making blocks. Filled with.
Why is my horse not sprinting? Chilled. Oh, right. Oh, wow. Chilled for the next minute. Good lord.
She'll last a long time.
Is it counterbalanced by a cozy fire?
I don't think so.
Apparently not. I need the other thing, the void box, whatever it's called. I love that. Vitamins, equipable. Stupid things, I only stopped here because my head bonked off the rock, which slowed me down.
Can we break this Martian invasion?
Well, certainly all here being murdered by me.
Could leave murdered, yeah. Murderation and murder on me.
Where is the Xeno stuff? I've just got it on you.
Come here, come here. Hold still.
46.
Wow, your armor's really good for summoning.
Yeah, it's only 4 less damage because it's not a good one.
Yeah.
But Might be fun for a minute.
They're on the job are particularly good, but
Oh, you only get one. Okay, so I can that because it's in the other slot, so I can partner that with my pygmies. And my ballista. I don't know. Yes.
wow. There you go. Since we broke this invasion somehow,
Why? 85%?
we're supposed to be getting the big foes, but somehow Isma broke this run.
I don't know how I broke it.
You were killing it, and it was dead, but it still says it's here. Killed it.
Oh
too well.
yeah. The
Had
health
no idea.
the health bar is empty. That's when they said if health less than 0 rather than health less than or equal to 0. That sort of.
Isma killed it too well.
Wow, that sounds familiar. Did that in Borderlands. Max was using a specific attack that broke the scripting of the boss. I wouldn't mind, but 3 seconds of googling showed this had happened a lot. Like, well, you really need to fix that. Etc.
Oh, it's still broke. Look, it's still there. Oh no.
Hashtag last patch ever.
Yeah, but we're on 1.4.0.5, so
Yeah.
there's been 5 patches since
There
the last patch.
hasn't been one in the last week though.
Letting it all settle in.
You know what they say in the UK? Can't polish a turd.
But I
You can spray it in lacquer and then paint
well,
that.
there's two retorts. First of all, it's also an American saying, and secondly, you're wrong. There's a whole Mythbusters episode about this.
Polishing turd.
Yeah, literally, you can polish it to a high gloss, a high sheen. You can. It's fascinating. They said the hardest bits they came up with. The network had to come up with all the ways you can say turd that they're allowed to use.
Oh dear. Been their paycheck that day.
We get the same thing. EA told us all the words we were allowed to use. We still come up with some quite rude insults. They're like, no, you can't use them in that order. You're like, you said we can use these words. They underestimated the British creativity when it comes to swearing.
What's the technical term for when you go, Amber, fucking movable?
Portmanteau,
Portmanteau.
I guess. You jam 2 words together to make a 3rd word.
Yeah. Ooh, gold.
Right. We'll have to just assume the best way to make that go away is to make another boss spawn.
They're still getting the music too.
Yeah, me too.
Isma.
Oh, fuck, wrong button. Use conch, put wasp cannon back in slot.
Did you get the wasp cannon from Plantera?
I didn't, but someone else did, and it was just
Thought
there.
it was crap.
Otherworld has 2 or 3, I think, if you wanted one.
Should I restart the server?
I'm happy, but if you want to, give us a bit of notice.
Well, now, because I just summoned the boss, nothing happened because we've got the stuck boss. So it's broken. I was not, hey, I'm going to restart the server because I'm cool. It's just
Go on then.
restarting server. Error logging enabled. Seems like an interesting time to do that.
Just gonna grab a nibbles.
Why is it sometimes it asks me the port and sometimes it doesn't? There we go.
Does anyone want a portal gun?
No.
Got like 6 of the things.
So what's the void bank? Is it a separate set of inventory to my pig?
Yes, it is.
Because that's full.
And it acts as like an extended loot bag, so if your current inventory is full, things will get sucked into the void bag.
And where do we make that? Oh, it's from the wizard, isn't it?
No, actually you need jungle spores, shadow scales, and... God, what else?
What's that? Mechanical, whatchamacallit? Jungle spores, just...
And you craft it at a demon altar.
Oh, well, that bit's easy. I don't think I've got any jungle spores. Or shadow scales, for that matter.
Oh, you needed more drill husks.
Server is back up, by the way. No, look, it is only down for 5 seconds.
Something fun. Where did I put those beetles?
Back in the room.
The third ingredient was bones.
Oh, well, those I have 400 of, because I knew they were useful, so I didn't get rid of them. Jungle spores, is that just from breaking jungle grass?
It's something that grows in the jungle.
Okay. It's just,
a beetle.
it's just something, nobody else has made it back.
Oh, raiding our single player worlds.
I was just looking stuff up.
Here.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Thank you.
Killed Gollum a lot to get a pick saw.
Really? It shouldn't be that uncommon.
It used to be a lot more uncommon, but I think they fixed it. What was I was killing him for something. Still trying to get the axe from Plantera. It annoys me how rare
That one took
is.
me over 20 kills.
Which
That's
axe?
really rare for like no reason.
Which one?
It's an axe called the axe, and it's shaped like a guitar. When you swing it,
An
it sounds
axe
like
guitar.
flicking guitar strings.
Sorry.
It's a lot of fun.
You're telling me that a really cutesy cosmetic item is very rare to drop in this game? Well,
Still
colour me
useful
surprised.
too.
It's actually one of the fastest hammers.
Useful and cool, and rare to drop. Gosh.
Fair.
Don't forget to hit the red team. Oh yeah, because Plantera drops the axe. I get the. I'll say joke. That's stretching it a little bit. I get the reference.
It is. I thought it was really cool that they did that at all. Been a lot of fun with your game. Corruption world. Man. Oh, lunatic cultists.
Yeah. I guess we'll should wait for Blood Rose to come back, and then I'll summon that again. I sorted out the route now, so it should be easy.
I'll be there soonish. Just a few more minutes.
I mean, it's no pressure if we're just all waiting for you and you're slowing us down. It's all your
Oh
fault.
crap!
I know I'm the worst.
I know. Did you want to kill Plantera guy? There's another Plantera ball just by the kill box. Is there anything anybody would like from him?
Remind me of his drop toad again?
It's huge.
Is there anything massive we need from him?
It's the pickaxe you want, or is that the golem?
The pickaxe axe, the epic pickaxe thing.
From Golem.
That's from the golem, okay.
Oh, I don't know who he is.
The one at the end of the temple.
Oh, right. I thought that was... Oh, the one at the beginning of the temple was the skeleton one, isn't it?
No, that's the dungeon.
Oh, right. Confused!
Well, that's only because when they added the temple, they didn't think very far. Then how could we reuse a lot of dungeon assets? But I definitely wouldn't be able to kill Plantera by myself in a 4-player world.
An Empress of Light arena?
Sorry? Yes.
That fight go? Never actually seen her.
It looks remarkably like the Fistron fight.
That fight?
Like Heinrich. I assume the guy who wrote this game called Heinrich. Heinrich, how many assets can we reuse before anybody starts complaining? 70 or 80%. And excellent, let us do that. I assume named Heinrich. I can't remember.
A live fruit around here somewhere.
It's right below me.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Is that what you're here for?
Yep.
Okay. Freaking tombstones around here.
No idea why. Unless you're at our graveyard. If you two just head to the right a little bit, then you're right by the Plantera arena.
You even got the. Nice.
We even got the.
Dude,
Black.
whatchamacall.
The what?
Trophy. That's the word.
Yeah. It's a Plantera bulb, plant trophy thing.
I found the bulb.
I fucking hate these platforms. I hate the platform auto build diagonal slope shit. When I want it to work, I can't make it work, and when I don't want it to work, it does nothing but build slopes.
You hold your mouse. If you're holding it straight out, fine. At the slightly wrong angle, guess what?
There we go.
North. I've also fixed it so I can actually run away from the boss now. Tad, did you use the potion if you're low on health?
Got him.
It's
Death. Meh.
Oh. So I got a couple of pygmy staves,
Oh,
which is better than mine.
what, you're using the
Oh,
pygmy stuff?
ruthless. Yes, I am.
Can
And now I've
you-
got a much better one, so I'm dropping my old one and going for my better one.
if you've got a good one that's better than I've got. No, Mythical's as good as it gets, isn't it?
Mine's ruthless nettle.
Yes, it is.
Right, yeah, because that's my primary thing. Max,
Well,
we worked
my
out last.
ruthless nettle burst does 45 magic damage. So summons a thorn spear, whatever that is.
It's just like
let's
it's
go
just like,
one-
it's just the vile. It's just like the vile thorn, just different. Max,
let's do the pygmy spear.
we went over this on the stream last time. Name a boy's name ending in A that isn't
Right.
basically Aramaic. So basically,
Okay.
that isn't Joshua,
Right. Which is a Jewish name, but anyway.
which is Aramaic, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, which is what I said. But go on, name one. Because Plantera is a girl's name, and I was like, no. I said there's loads of boys' names ending in A, and then I'm like, I can't actually think of any. And then I googled and went Joshua. That's about it.
Boys' names ending in A.
Boys ending in A. There's very little, if any.
I think we always use ER for that sound.
Yes, but Plantera must be therefore be a girl.
Alexandra. Yeah.
Well, I kept on thinking of
Depends how literally you're going to take it, because I mean, there are people that have been named with girls' names, but they're men, like Leslie.
okay, but name a boy with a girl's name ending in A.
I'm trying to.
I was like, this is easy. I was like, oh my god, I was so wrong. Come on, Jungle Seeds. You know you wanna.
So my... Yeah, this is a little burst. Forceful pygmy staff is a better one. I've got 35 summon damage.
Mine's 50.
Is yours forceful though?
No, mine's mythical.
Mythical. Oh, you said top tier was mythical.
Yeah.
Not listen.
Well, not to say
men's name beginning ending in
mythical.
A.
Mythical just means that it's 5 stats, but they might not be as good as like one of the stats might be useless, like size, for instance. My point is, I can think of loads of girls' names ending in A. Therefore, Plantera is a girl.
It's right to me.
But do you name plants? That's the real question.
Yeah. I can name some famous plants with girls' names. Well, I can name one. Can't think of any others. No, just Audrey 2.
Oh, I have a pygmy. That's what's pygmy stuff. I thought it was the thingy thing. I thought I was thinking of the imp. Ah, mystic imp. That's what I was after. The flying imp.
The imps is pre-hard mode though.
Ah,
Comes
doing
from
it.
hell stuff. Hellstone.
Yeah. Well, I was quite impressed with it. It just flies around killing things.
Tell me, where do jungle spores come from, by the way? I'm just breaking shit and waiting for it to spawn. I can't find any.
They kind of glow, actually.
Can you customize your cursor?
There's a few, very
Could change
few
the color.
options.
Yeah, it's just doing my nothing. It's being red, I'm missing it.
I think it's the colour of your character, isn't it? Mine's green with a pink outline, which is definitely a colour I would choose.
Yeah.
Settings.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Settings cursor.
Oh yeah.
Lock
Yeah.
on priority nearest clearest line. Smart block placement disabled. Smart cursor toggle.
Yeah, smart block placement is what you toggle on Alt. Or Control, sorry.
Yeah.
Basically, you have it on always, unless you're trying to build platforms.
There we go.
In which case, never have it on.
Now it's really hideous and I can see it.
Yeah.
There's a fight and I'm panicking a bit.
Mine's bright green with a
shit around me.
mine's bright green with a bright pink outline.
Mine's white with a white pink outline. Yeah.
On the hunt for chlorophyte.
No, I'm on the hunt for jungle spores and then shadow scales. I need to increase my storage, so.
There's a jungle spore over to your right, just next to me.
Just got 2.
Oh.
The little weeds that glow.
It's the little star thing, yeah, okay. Oh, Blood Rose. Come to me.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
Welcome. Does anyone know how many jungle spores I need? No, I'm looking for. I can see loads of the bloody things.
Yeah, they're very common.
How many do I need? I mean,
Something like 30 or something.
I see. Well, I'm less excited that I've got 5 of them then.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 15. It's 30 bone.
I have 486 bones because I never get rid of them. Cause on Maximine's playthrough, I don't remember what it was. We needed bones for something, and we just had to go and do runs into the dungeon to find them.
Well, there's a weapon that consumes bone.
Throw you some, DJ.
20, cool. What's the shadow scale? That's the destroyer, is it?
Oh. Or the hard mode destroyer.
Oh, the Eater of Worlds. Yeah, it's...
That's the regular mode one.
Oh yeah, did we want to try our hand at getting some more pickaxes for people? Or pick saws from the golem?
Well, is there not a chlorophyte pickaxe? I mean, let's
The
just...
pick saw is better.
Also, do we want to blow chlorophyte on that instead of getting people armor?
well, I mean, last time no one seemed to want anything from the chlorophyte stuff. I've just got tons of it in my inventory.
Would like the armor, but armor's expensive.
Was it 12 plus 36, 46, 54?
Very expensive.
I can make 1 suit just right now. I mean, I haven't really been looking. I mean, if you like, again, if you guys want to, I've got a mining potion and I have got a, oh shit, I can't see it. Spelunking potion. I've definitely got one somewhere. Oh, that is, you can find loads of it. Spelunker potion. That's what we want. That's fine. We'll do that. Don't forget to join the red team. All the people who aren't on the red team, which is no one. You've just got close enough for me to see. It's too big game. So I was talking about my Mudrunner clone.
Yeah.
I have a question. So I've been
Go
talking
on.
about setting it on an alien landscape, so Mudrunner but with No Man's Sky. I have an alternative setting, and I'm curious just to know if you guys think it's a better or a worse idea. And that is to set it in a bedroom, so everything is tiny.
All like Micro Machines, but
Like Micro
without
Machines,
trademark infringement.
Yes. Now it'd be better, worse. Is it slightly more overdone? Like slightly more common. Just because anyone had niche.
I like the idea.
Well, of the toy box.
Yeah.
I like it. Especially
Well, a lot
if
of
you
other
add,
games
like,
have done that as mods
simulation
and
of,
things, and maps, special maps, haven't they?
like the carpet
Sorry,
makes it harder.
Yeah, have you played Adapter?
Not yet, but I have it.
So the bonus level in
I've got
Adapter was is exactly that. I set it in a toy. Not in a toy. I set it in a child's bedroom. But I just had a child's bedroom asset. I think it's not a very original setting. It's definitely been done a number of times before. But it crossed my mind. To be fair, the game doesn't really care, so I could actually just do some levels in space, some levels. Dora, hey! Not now, Dora. I've got a Spelunker potion active, and they're really hard to get another one. Hey! The moment I turn my back, she starts to assault her brother. Rude. I've got 2 UFOs. How have I managed that?
Because you have the ability to do more thingies?
Yeah, but I
Summon more.
oh, there, cool. It's alright, the light fruit here.
That's what I was going for. Oh, there it is. Yeah. You go, you probably need it more than me. Cool.
Plus, I've got the Spelunker potion going, so I can see it a long way away.
Alright, that's cool.
Just close. I really wish this pickaxe had a glow. I like pickaxes with a built-in lighting effect. The worst one though is when you pop a Spelunker potion and die like 15 seconds later.
Yeah.
Spailing.
Heavy Staff of Regrowth. Increases the alchemy plant collection when used together. Creates grass on dirt. Wow.
Amazing tool.
Do you want it?
I already have one actually.
Fine, it stays in the chest.
So Esme, what you mentioned earlier about Epic lying about something or something. What was that?
No, I was in a rather heated discussion with somebody about Epic, basically, and I was trying to explain that what Epic is saying about that they give developers more money than Steam. I mean, okay, but most of it's just going to the publisher.
True. Yeah, I mean, all things being equal, they're absolutely telling the truth. Because obviously, if I get, let's say for sake of argument, Steam takes 30%, which they do, I can share that. A publisher will take somewhere between 25 and 80% of that, depending on contract and loans and all sorts of other factors. So if Epic are only taking 10%, there's a whole bunch more money to go around. So that's absolutely true. They're not saying they're giving money to developers and not to the publishers, because that's not how anything works, unfortunately. But yeah, the concept of royalties is a very, very rare one these days. There was a bit of a hoo-ha amongst Borderlands 3 because they started to bitch that they felt they should be getting more royalties because the Borderlands 2 devs made a huge amount of money because they do pay royalties. But they also, this is the less good part about it, they also pay substantially lower wages because you're relying on that bonus. Borderlands 3 was a successful game, made a lot of money, but I can remember the number wrong now, but there were 870 devs on the game. No matter how well your game means, you're spending it 850,000 ways, or 830,000 ways, 830 ways. So I did a little bit of maths after seeing basically Epic are bad, Epic are screwing people over, Gearbox are bad, and I did a little bit of maths, and they were owed about $15,000 a piece, which is what they got, but they were expecting $100,000 a piece. That don't happen when you've got nearly 900 people working in your team. Why have I... Don't throw your shit at me, Tim.
Fun though.
You're fun.
Is he fun size?
Well, we've been over this before.
I brought the golem spawn to base, so I want to do that.
I just found a life fruit. I'm just trying to find it. Come on, Pixie, take me to it.
You see... Oh, I didn't know you could just do that. I'm afraid, Esmir, that is how many devs you need to write a game. I mean, I was on Black.
A big game like that.
Well, I was on Black.
It's non-trivial.
Black was a PS2 Xbox game, and that was 150 devs. It's not the biggest game by far. Both Assassin's Creed and Red Dead Redemption are in the thousands. So that's how it goes these days. But they didn't make any money. Yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
Or at Vessels Magoo nearby somewhere. Don't need Vessels Magoo?
I don't know what that... Oh, he's a...
NPC.
Yeah, he's a shopkeeper, I think.
Yeah.
Happy now, Blood Rose? Oh, you want to know. Okay.
Not yet.
It's a lot easier when he's not in that little cave, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Seems to matter if he can't move.
Well, he's aggroed onto me as well because I'm in tank gear, and yeah, he's doing like no damage to me.
Well, while you've got Terra Prisma, just awful stuff.
Alright, that's all the power cells I had.
That Starlight
Is it that
Sword
you
is
needed from that?
insane.
Where's Blood? There's your beetle husks.
Some over here as well.
Eater of Worlds is spawned.
As soon as I grab portal
alright.
gun.
Oh hey, look, I got a pick saw. Anyone, well, for the people who need it.
Vile powder. Where does it come from?
You take vile mushrooms and
That's
you
it.
grind them up. I think just at a crafting table.
No, it has to be at an alchemy table. What was that? Oh, you put it. You
That
put
doesn't make sense.
Hang on, I'll move it.
Unfortunately, I don't have a bottle, so I can't even make an alchemy table. But I'll go get some of that.
Oh, that's what you mean by an alchemy table. Don't we have an alchemy bench that we looted out of the dungeon?
Yeah, I still need to go and get rotten chunks.
Sunstones were these.
They just dropped. I just picked them up because I ran over them.
Have moonstones to
If you
go with it?
combine those with a moonstone, you can make a celestial
Really good.
stone, which you can combine with a mermaid shell, Neptune shell, to make a celestial shell, which is, oh my god, it's amazing.
It's not as complicated as the Ankh, but it's just as useful.
So I've got 3 rotten chunks, and that's it. So I need to go and get some mushrooms. Righto.
So,
I put the picksaw in the ores and bars chest.
but I've got the Xeno one, laser drill, so I'm good.
Also, I am now fully kitted for tanking, so...
Nice. Appreciate that. I have 3 assault stone or sunstone. Good mobley.
Oh, we did kill quite a lot of golems.
I don't think it's a guaranteed drop, so that's interesting.
There is 0 reason to keep these as the orbs.
Orbs.
That's correct.
those
0
orbs.
reason.
Oh, those orbs. Oh.
Those orbs, yeah. Have you downloaded Unfortunate Spaceman yet, Tad? Download it, it's good.
Had a good laugh. Yeah.
It's genuinely good, and surprisingly. I don't know if you watched the first stream, but I was like, this is
That's
shit.
why I watched them both, because
I
I
hate-
wanted to see if 10 gigs was worth that game, and honestly, I'm saying no. It looks like every single Unreal asset they could get was thrown in there.
As I say, there have been very few games that I have played like this. I've gone, this is shit, this looks shit, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, and that's what I'm going, this is really good. It does look shit, but so does Dwarf Fortress, so does Factorio. That's not the point of the.
We had lots of fun, and the rounds weren't drawn out too much because the basically the game is biased towards the winning of the game by the spacemen. So, to some extent.
If I could take exactly the same game and change nothing but make the combat more satisfying and the visuals a lot better, I absolutely would. But that's it's definitely a sweet spot, and surprising. So normally I like everybody else in the world, I like my games to look pretty, or at least tasteful. I know people complain about Fortress Craft, but I very rarely see the game that's just quite so. Everything plus the kitchen sink levels of technology thrown at the screen without any thought for whether or not they should. In this case, definitely shouldn't. But again, why do I keep singing the hamster dance?
Because you're bonkers.
What's it, Tad?
I was gonna say, wasn't that from Disney's Robin Hood?
No, that's.
I thought that's what you were humming.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
You said hamster dance. I'm like, oh no, that's different.
Hamster dance mixed up with the Wandering Minstrel song. I forgot the name of.
Chumbawamba baby. Chumbawamba. Yeah, that's cool, man.
I'm just.
Ask, what are you doing?
I'm making strips of dirt so I'll get more mushrooms. And
A single block of dirt.
well, I've got 100, but it's alright. I mean, I've got some mushrooms. I need 30. I've got 58 shadow scale, 1 mushroom, but then unfortunately it goes in the sand.
Doesn't help you at all.
No.
You could put a layer of dirt over it, and as long as it turns,
Yeah, well, it will
still
turn.
good.
It will turn, but yeah, that is an option.
I thought that was silly. They went to all the trouble to make the cactus change. And
you
once you
kill it,
break it,
yeah.
it's still just regular cactus.
Were you hoping for a shadow cactus?
I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, it's nice that they didn't make more stuff to fill up your inventories, but
Oh yeah, Mixu's amazing. I have not touted Mixu's benefits out of some misguided loyalty to Microsoft. It's genuinely good. And the latency is
Yes,
nothing. There's just no latency.
I mean, obviously, I would not use this while playing Unfortunate Spaceman, but
No, I believe you. And all I'm going to do is wait 5 or 6 hours for this all to convert across and grow mushrooms. So shall I summon the thingy then to the right, left even, the cultist boss?
if you want,
where were you farming what were you farming that place
The mushrooms.
for?
Mushrooms.
What?
For vile powder to make a void bag.
Well, you have all this stuff for a void bag, don't you? 15 jungle spores, 30 bone, and 30 vile scales. Sorry,
no.
shadow scales.
I also need. Oh, that was some of the boss, which I don't need to do anymore. Yeah,
Accident.
it's alright. Good luck.
Just need to go to a demon altar to do it.
I do. Yes, now you're quite. Sorry, I was going to summon the what happened? I went there to summon the Eater of Worlds by doing mushrooms. And then I found loads of the Shadow Orbs, so I just smashed them, killed the boss, and then was like, right, I'll carry on getting the mushrooms, without the part of my brain realising I no longer need to do the mushrooms. It's like if you've ever lost your glasses, and you put them on, and you continue to look for your glasses.
happens to the best of us.
Well, putting your glasses on, you see, is a 100% involuntary act. I can't say I put glasses on, I can see. Void bag summons the void vault, which will just get very rapidly full of shit, right?
Yep.
Very rapidly.
All that stuff
See
you
how it looks?
need. Who needs it?
Okay, I will summon the. Where's my conch? Every time I say that, I feel like I'm trying to say the word conscience, and I'm just being totes hip about it. Like, where's my conch? I'm not. I'm talking about Okay, so hopefully everyone is ready. I believe
I'm
you
looking
are.
for a life fruit around here somewhere.
Well, you've got your magic mirror ready, yeah?
Yeah, I have, yeah. I just teleported using wormhole potion.
But I won't be in the right place. That's why I said use the magic mirror.
Alright.
Remember what you did last time? You teleported me and it all went very wrong? Don't do it this time.
No, it's just wrong anyway.
I'm curious how much I'm going to kill this boss by completely ignoring it and just running away and let my nitpicky skillet. Oh my god, those bombs he fires hurt though. And so does that wyvern. I am beginning to regret my plan. I think Esme is in range if I die now.
I know I am.
Right, I got my life fruit. Ooh, what's that?
What's what?
There's lots of fire around a sort of thing. A dummy or something. I don't know what that is. It's a thing. Who's just teleporting to?
No, well, you can teleport to base then just come to us. We're only 1,000 feet away.
Nah.
Okay, now back to home.
Now the real fun begins.
Oh, that does look cool. The statue that's on fire. Oh, it's just a mannequin.
Put living flame around it just for fun. Glad you like it.
Sorry. Oh shit. So it doesn't matter if we die on this part, but it does matter if we die on the next part.
That's correct.
Well, that was the 12th evolution beast we've seen. So oh wait, the invasion of pistols stopped on my screen. I can literally see them.
You're too far away, it stops.
No, the nebula pillar's just to my right though.
There's one. 4 Texians. Oh, I turned to
Whoa, that's a lot of hornets. I see what killed you.
Oh yeah.
They're new. But yeah, we don't have banners for these up, you see, so they will hurt.
The mind goes numb.
We got one.
My brain hurts.
Which pillar are we going for?
We just destroyed this one. Sun pillars to our left, and then there's 2 pillars to our right.
Pillar.
So
The hardest one out the way.
Which one are we going for?
Let's do the sun pillar, because then we can just knock
Okay.
up 2 on the right together.
Left we go.
Remember, if you're flying, come after you.
That sentence made no sense.
Come at me.
If they're flying, we heard if you're
Mobs
flying,
around
come
the
after
sky.
you.
Oh, they will.
I saw none of this last time, buddy. You should probably have mentioned you were killing bosses. I didn't do it. I literally didn't see a single one of these.
You gotta watch out for those worms. You can only hit them in the
The ones
back.
that'll kill you if you're flying.
No, they'll just, yeah. They'll ram you, but they do a lot of damage.
Really? This one is the toughest one.
But we can't lose on these, can we?
This stays until you kill it.
Yeah, so we can't lose is what I mean.
Either re-kill it or log off. That's the lose condition right there. Is everybody logged?
This stays in the world until it's gone.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't per se.
Yes, they do.
I thought the pillars stayed.
They stay. It's over. This is our world until we kill them, and then the Moon Lord happens.
By the way, as me as a healer, so if you stick close, you get heals. Also, the pillar is now vulnerable.
Don't forget to put your banners down as well.
That's it.
Okay, one to the right of the base.
Overwhelmed pain.
Well, I may have to go and admonish a kitten.
Now we can start
Good luck,
flying
everyone.
again.
Back in a sec.
Yeah, do you have that? Oh no, he's gone.
I'm back. I went near the kitten, so therefore I obviously had to feed Cepheus. That's how it works.
Oh, not good. Terra Prisma butterfly over here. The queen. Burst of light. That's the word. It's all the way down there.
That's a really nice effect.
You can build the thing that'll make the world like that too.
No, I really like the fake chromatic aberration they've got, like the little rainbow effect. Excuse me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can only mute Discord. No, I can only mute the game. I can't mute my microphone at the Discord. These guys drop absolutely nothing of note whatsoever. Then.
Correct.
Great.
Money. They do drop a heart occasionally.
Oh well, that's good. What I mean is, you do all this, and
Something.
then you fail at the Moon Lord. You have to go away, gear up, and then do it all again from scratch, without any
You
progress.
can craft the summoning thing.
You
The
get
bits from
the
these things.
celestial fragments to make the celestial armor like Nebula or Stardust or whatever, but you do need the Luminite, so it's not entirely useful on its own.
Yeah. What I mean is, if we fail this, we have not achieved anything since killing the cultist. Well, I guess
We've got the
banners.
stuff from this pillars.
Oh,
the pillars is
there is
pretty good.
okay. There is stuff that drops there.
Dust fragments. Oh.
I can tell Max is back.
Alright, we have 1 minute.
Was that about me?
I can hear you eating.
Yeah.
1 minute.
You might want to talk to the nurse and heal up.
Yes. I have stardust and solar fragments. I don't know who has the other two.
I do.
I do not. So this is the one we mustn't all wipe on. So we should
Just stay alive for
So we
this.
just spread out a bit, and if you're the last one alive, fucking run away. As fast as your horse, or bunny rabbit, or flamingo, or whatever will carry you.
The fuck's happening here?
What?
There's some sort of weird looking ugly thing going on my screen.
Lord.
Oh, it wasn't happening right now.
That's not nice to say to Moon Lord.
I do like being a summoner, because to a great degree I don't need to do anything in the boss fights. I just need to stay alive and let my minions do the work, and then every so often just pop all my mana
Great.
and attack, and then run away again.
Remember to heal if you need it.
Don't forget to put your Dungeon Defender's tower down.
Yep.
Make,
Get the better one. We could get the better ones actually, because they're better ones. We can follow up.
yes.
Come on, minions, do a thing!
Wow.
Minions are like... My minions aren't attacking him. I'm like, come on,
Totally-
attack him!
It's only 20 seconds per respawn. And you're not in expert mode.
We're not in expert mode, yeah.
Nice.
What does that sort of thing he attaches to you do? Does it just like sap your life?
I don't know, he grappled me and I just ran away. It didn't seem to stop me running away, so I stopped caring.
You can run away.
But can you hide?
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything at all. Maybe if you don't run away, I don't know.
Got one eye out.
Yeah. I can empty my entire mana pool with the
The
Wasp
nurse
gun.
is below us, by the way, and she can heal you, by the way.
I empty my Wasp gun with about 8 seconds of shooting. Not even that, 5 seconds of shooting. It's rubbish. Come on, pygmies, do your job. Thank you. Right, now my pygmies are locked on. Stupid things.
Eyes out.
I love how
Center eyes left.
they've called it Moon Lord's Hand. That's the name of the lord. Oh, Moonbite. You are unable to absorb healing.
Stay alive, because I'm dead.
For what?
If he bites you, you're unable to get healed.
Oh. Ow. That's nasty. Floating eyeball just because killing people.
Oh man, there's no campfires this far away.
Fuck.
To get the center eye out, but I can't tell how much health it's got left.
I can't dodge that. I'm getting just pounded by those phantasmal eyes.
The real Eye Cthulhu's.
I don't know, they're like homing missiles.
It's not a fun boss. It's the reason it took me so long to kill him, and the only reason I've killed him is because I cheesed it. I made a platform across the entire planet and just
Ran.
on the unicorn mount.
For some reason, the true Eye of Cthulhu does not seem to be. My pygmies aren't attacking it.
They're not bosses, or they're not anything you can kill anymore.
Oh right, I see.
They're invincible. Just shoot lasers and are a general annoyance.
Gotcha.
With my keen molten fury is not doing anything. Let me try my laser drill because reasons.
Laser drill.
Oh, my laser drill. Yeah.
Need to get that center eye out. Oh, blood rose.
When it latches onto us with the tongues, by the way, there's going to be this like tealish,
I'm dead.
fiery thing going towards him. If it gets to him, it heals him.
And therefore we should.
We gotta kill them.
Kill what? Oh, the homing malarkeys.
Why is the screen so like jittery though?
Could have died a lot.
Because we're going insane.
Oh, is that it?
We're turning into a graveyard.
I was like, oh shit, they're coming for me! But it's not, it's just my UFOs.
Do it
Are
again.
you doing any damage to that center eye?
I'm using the mining drill on it.
I don't think that's helping.
It takes so long for my health to come back. 380, 390, 400,
Shot at already.
10.
Still got more than half health.
Yeah, but it's only this middle part. It's the last part that's got half health.
Center eye, we gotta kill, and then we gotta kill his heart. Pieces.
Just tell him you don't love him anymore. And you never loved him.
I think that's why he's like this in the first place.
Because you didn't love him.
Definitely. You bastard. You killed us all.
My wasp gun is actually more damage. Just feels much less satisfying than the Typhoon.
Well, I think that again. Wow.
That true Eye Cthulhu is just fucking annoying.
I'm getting decent ranged weapons.
The nurse is nearby, so if you got the cash tomorrow, you can heal from her.
I need a better weapon. It's a bit late for that.
Every game, I've even noticed this in our playthrough last night, killing the bosses as a barbarian is so much harder than killing them as a ranged character.
Yeah.
Melee characters tend to do more damage though to make up for it.
But I can't get close enough to do any damage. That's why I'm getting whops.
I think it's healing too, because we're doing damage to this eye,
it's
and
because
it
of
doesn't seem to
as
be
Mia said,
sticky.
when he sticks a tongue on you, he'll then does something teal, like a bunch of like wibbly wobbly homing fireballs. They hit you, he heals. I think I heard correct. I think I summed it up correctly.
No, it's when the tongues stick onto you and follow you. That's when he like sucks out a fire thing.
He's okay, but what do we just?
So-
I can't like the tongues. I can't do anything about them. I just run away, or
You just gotta sit there and kill the little fiery things that come out of you.
Well, there goes the nurse.
Rat. We did this fight the hardest way possible, because you're supposed to kill the middle one as soon as possible. Keep this from happening.
Yep.
I didn't turn around in time. Someone's alive, right? Yeah, good.
You do it real. Eason was up too.
No, she isn't.
Lane.
I swear I saw his health get really low and then suddenly jumped right back.
I haven't seen his health down the bottom move particularly at all. Really.
Moves, but then it gets healed back up.
Yeah, they just went up a chunk there, and then back down to where it was before he healed. So there's the tongue, but I don't know what I have to dodge. I mean, I try and dodge everything, obviously.
There's no dodging them, they just home in on you. The only thing you can do is destroy the thing that he sucks out of you to heal himself.
I haven't seen. All I see is what looks like a vein, like a vine. That have we lot? Did we fail? I've got the music's gone. So we have to start all over again.
Indeed.
Christ.
It's the final boss for a reason.
Right. There's nothing in the wiki about him healing himself. Ah, here we go. The mouth periodically attempts to attach a tentacle to the player. The tentacle can reach through solid blocks. Once attached, it spawns multiple moon leech clots, which are enemies that travel from the player to the moon lord's mouth. I did not see a single one, by the way. It looks just like a cyan nothing. I didn't see anyone, so it wasn't me. I mean, I'm guessing it probably would have been Blood Rose or Max, because you guys were point blank range, so it has a short a short thing. I just ran away.
What we should do is get the Dryad over here so we can get her damn defense buff.
Oh, she's right below us, actually.
Oh. Oh, we should have gotten her higher.
Do we have a cat debuff here? Where do they come from? Sandstone chair.
Those come from the desert.
Every time I've killed that boss, I'm just riding my horse across the map, firing chlorophyte bullets at it.
We don't have a bass statue on this level, do we? I mean, it's only 5 defense. It's not going to make bugger all difference.
That's a 12% increase for me.
It's a what, sorry?
It's a 12% increase.
The guide to reforge.
All the way on the beach for some reason.
Yeah, because that's where he has to be. I mean, I guess 5 defense. I mean, I've got 37.
He's an underground guy.
No. Well, I know.
So where do I reforge stuff?
Guy at the left, I think. No, don't you yeah, the guy at the left.
It's all the way here at the beach.
We should probably get the portal at the far left, shouldn't we? For some reason, all my text appears to have got a fancy sort of purple effect around it. I don't know why.
That means it's going into your void bag.
Ah. It's slowly at a minute. Bluetricity. My focus recently has been finishing Nomancer. Nomancer was it's one of the games I plan to release before Shroud 1 and 2, and to that end is there to help me get the money to ship Fortress Craft 2. Quite frankly, it's not gone very well, but that is sadly how it goes sometimes. Oh wow, the Scarab Bombs are amazing. I've not played with those before.
Really?
Yeah.
Whee. I've never bothered with one.
That's so good. They're
They crawl along the ground or something?
They're aimable. They're aimable. So if you just they do a long straight explosion directly away from you.
Have you got the Tiki equipment on you, have you?
Yes, that's what I use, the full Tiki gear. Yeah,
so you got 5 minions. Is that the 5 the max? Or 6
no, I've got. I think. Well, we don't have the table. I could actually get one more. The table that gives me the temporary buff.
To have more minions. Oh, and you're in range of it, sort of thing.
No, you can use it. It gives you a buff until you die.
Oh, okay.
We don't have that one. We had it on the other world, just not in this one.
It's for sale.
Which is the table.
A bewitching table.
That's the one.
Right click to have more minions.
Can you grab that and bring one back to base?
Yep.
Charles.
I think 3 as well.
We need. But I appreciate.
No. 3 minions. I mean.
Oh right.
Where should I put it?
Somewhere near where we spawn. That's like everybody probably wants to get that buff when they die.
Right, I should put it. Yeah.
I'm looking for a cat statue, by the way. I'm working on a game called Nomancer.
For tonight, is anyone?
Sorry, go for it, Tab.
Oh, I've brought a pumpkin moon. Then we want to do that. Well, there's her answer.
Give me a moment.
Sorry, Bluetooth. It's called Nomancer. There's a channel about it in the Fortress Craft channel, but that is one of the games. What are the general costs of making Fortress Craft 2? Well, if I wanted to, about 20% of what my patrons bringing it. No, sorry, patrons bringing about 20% of what I would like in order to be able to make Fortress Craft 2. Like, I'd like to be able to hire people to do a trailer without worrying about it. I mean, we're not even close. Once Nomancer's done, I have got a little bit of due diligence doing something else, and I should be able to start dedicating a day a week again towards Fortress Craft, which will then become 2 days a week, and so on as we move towards release. But when I stream Fortress Craft, the patronage definitely does go up. I've definitely noticed that. But yeah, I wished it was just, hey,
It's a cool game.
a few more quid and we're cool. But no, it's a long way off.
Gee, you're almost dead.
Oh, Dreamagon. I read that as
You're
Drama.
no longer alive.
Well, Bluetooth, I'm afraid this is the problem. I'm one guy. Factorio is a team.
Never mind. Blood Moon.
Factorio is a team of like 30 people. Satisfactory is based on an enormous amount of money they made for what was it, the Goat game. These are my competitors, and they have enormous budgets in the millions. I've got one guy, and I'm not making even enough money to achieve that. So these are, I'm afraid, the harsh realities of writing computer games. Conversely, I don't need to sell that many in order to make enough money, but Nomancer has done extremely badly in early access, so we'll see whether or not it does better when we leave early access. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I hope it does, obviously. But, yeah, that's the situation we're in. As I've said before, Fortress Craft 2 will absolutely release on the day of launch, even if it is a early access. Please, for the love of God, do not buy this. It's not done. I will definitely release it on that day, no matter what. That's my plan.
Oh, I had a bass statue in my safe. Okay.
I'll come back to town then. Wow, so much shit to up my inventory now. I've got my void bag. But like I said, Factorio was they had a lot of money to start with, and but they did spend it all. They nearly didn't make it. They were so close to running out of money. It's sadly a difficult and risky thing to do. Don't worry though, if it does look like I'm absolutely screwed, which is at least several more months away, I will definitely do a Patreon post going, I'm screwed.
Help.
Yeah, this is your chance. We either need to massively increase costs, or I have to cancel. What happens? I've got, as always, I have a number of little projects going, as always. And my third most profitable game took me 3 days to write. So it's not even necessarily that games that you spend a huge amount of time on do well. There's definitely a bit of randomness to it. So I will do the same as I've always done. I will continue to write games, I will continue to release games, and I will cross fingers that I can continue doing so. Amputee was definitely the third most profitable. No, most profitable. Amputee sold like 350,000 units. But interestingly, a lot of why I do these streams is so my community can interact with me and ask me questions, and I can tell you. I'm still surprised and amused and somewhat saddened how few people have a good idea of how writing games work, how funding works, and oh, there's a meteorite there. That's new.
That fell while we were fighting Moonlord.
Yeah, of how writing games actually work. You know, not how you think it works, how it genuinely works. I get so angry when I start seeing posts about EA are doing this and fucking other gamers that, and energy mechanics this, and loot boxes, without any understanding whatsoever of what they're talking about. How games are funded. DLC on a disc. Oh my god. That sort of thing. Like, it's generally written by people who have absolutely no clue how any of this works. The amount of abuse I got for releasing DLC for Fortresscraft while it was still in early access, I'm like, but I paid someone to write this bit. Like, what you're seeing here is paid for by something else, and the DLC needs to sell in order to fund that bit. Capcom got into a lot of abuse from the internet because they shipped Street Fighter 4 with the DLC on the disc. And people are like, well, if it's on the disc, therefore I should have got it because I've paid for it, so I should get it. And Capcom were like, no, you see, because by putting the DLC on the disc, it meant that if you fought someone who was using a DLC character, you didn't need to download, 500 megabytes off the internet in order to fight someone. I've also said it's everyone should have boycotted horse armor. If it wasn't for you, not you personally, it wasn't for you guys, because I didn't do it, buying all this shit, we wouldn't have cosmetics to the level we do. People spent enormous amounts of money on Team Fortress 2 hats, like just insane money. So players have no one to blame but, well, I say themselves. You have no one to blame but each other. And I've said this before, if you don't agree with the business practice, boycott the game. Actually boycott it. Don't just say, oh, I'm boycotting this, and then just download a pirate copy or buy it anyway, because it doesn't matter if you do it. Absolutely boycott it. I refuse to ever play another Skyrim again after they're going after Mojang for scrolls. So I've never played I've played the original Skyrim before that. No. Yeah, Skyrim. I'm never going to play another one because I think they've got really shitty business practices. For no reason. I mean, I don't mean shitty business practices in loot box aimed at kids. I mean, you had no reason to go after the Scrolls game. Just because you had Elder Scrolls. That's like, even with my very vague understanding of copyright law, I assure you that's not how it worked. And it more came across like you were trying to sue them, most to get publicity for your game. Because they were the hot, cool thing at the minute and you weren't there. I don't know, isn't there an MMO Skyrim game? Skyrim Worlds or something? That was cool.
From online, yeah.
It's called what, sorry?
Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online, yeah.
I don't understand why they did that.
To make money? That's another thing. I endlessly see that. People going, these companies with shitty business practices, blah, blah, blah. And people have to be genuinely reminded, companies exist for one reason only. And the reason is No, not to make money. It is to provide value for your shareholders. That's why you're there, and that's it. Doesn't matter how you do it. They don't give a shit if you. They don't give a shit if you screw people over. They don't give a shit if you write good games, shit games.
Don't care if you're racist. Sell slaves.
They don't care if you're racist unless that negatively affects your social media standing. Then they do care, but they don't care about anything other than, as I said, providing value for shareholders. So when you see all these companies being woke, we care about Black Lives Matter. They don't care. They're a company. All they care about is you not being upset with them because they don't appear to care. True story. I'll be very good friends, but I'm reasonably good friends with a nice lady who does the networking for Little Big Planet. And I saw a news story that said that due to issues with the networking in Little Big Planet, the game was going to be delayed. I'm like, oh no. And I messaged her going, what's going on? She goes, that's not quite what happened. So the press release just said that they were not problems with the networking, but that it wasn't where they needed it to be and it was going to take a few more months and they wanted to really polish the game up and get it ready. In reality, she went on to maternity leave because she had a baby. That's the difference between what big corporations will tell you and actual reality.
Go from a blood moon into a solar eclipse? Gosh.
I wonder why the music changed. Korhaka, the number of large companies that do not have shareholders are very, very few. I mean, even Portugalcraft as shareholders. Well, one. It's me.
Why aren't you a limited liability company rather than public?
Publicly traded means that your shares are traded publicly on the stock market. I have shareholders, but I don't have public shareholders. There's a very slight difference. Conversely, if you were my shareholder and I did a shitty decision, you could remove me as the director of my own company. So when I say you have to provide value for shareholders, if you don't, they will get rid of you.
So wild seeing you two run by with a freaking army of pygmies behind you. I thought that there was the terrible happening. Like,
6 pygmies, 2 aliens, and a ballista.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah. I mean, I would struggle to name many companies that don't have shares. Like, Codemasters is still privately owned and not publicly traded. All the rest, all the big ones, Activision, Codemasters, Blizzard, Ubisoft, Bethesda, 2K, they're all publicly traded because that's how you make money. So, at this time, apart from having +5 defense, what are we going to do differently? Right, you need to fix your let go of key, your
no,
Discord.
I said one word.
Yeah, you need to fix
I said was...
I didn't get that again. What did you say?
all I said was run.
Run.
Just run across the map as fast as you can. We'll chase you. If you're firing behind you, you run. We'll kill it.
I mean, Korhaka, no disrespect meant, I promise, but you've kind of proven my point. I don't expect people to really know the ins and outs of the games industry because it's quite a small and unusual place. But I would expect people to understand how companies work. Does anyone want a yo-yo that's an eyeball?
Yes.
115 damage?
Oh my god. Oh good.
That
Thank
is
you.
the second best one in the game.
Yeah.
We're not going to get the Terraria anytime soon.
Well, honestly, a lot of companies are struggling at the minute because a lot of companies have been assuming there wasn't going to be a random pandemic and have not run with a lot of operating capital.
all the old monsters. My man, Swamp Thing.
I do know what does really massively help on the fight.
Mothron.
And that is to consume just about every single potion there is.
Assume what?
And food.
Every potion.
We're not on hard mode, by the way. Don't forget, food doesn't really make much difference.
It still adds a decent amount to stat.
I mean, this is why I pointed out. I ran away and I stopped and I just sat there and watched my health tick up. Maybe 10 or 15 a second. It's not fast by any means. And I had to literally drop out of the combat and hope he doesn't come for me to
Your
do
soul.
that.
There is live fruit generally.
Apparently we don't have a
Need those.
campfire here.
Well, that's what I'm doing at the moment. My priority is just getting live fruit because my ability to withstand mob fights is pretty pathetic at the moment.
I'll go get some.
How far have you gotten?
What?
Many.
I'm getting killed quite a lot. Look, dead. I'm not able to regenerate my life quickly enough to be able to kill mobs. That's one problem. I don't have having maximum life.
Is
And I've got 480 life, maximum life.
God,
I nearly got them all.
no, it needs 4 more.
Yeah.
was it 5? I thought they were 10.
Yeah, I did too.
No, there's 5 each. Fun in the jungle.
Butcher's chainsaw. Max, what's your melee weapon do?
Which one are we talking about? I've got a couple.
What's your best melee weapon do?
151.
Then
Ow.
I will not offer you this.
I'll be forced, especially. So,
What is it?
I'm using a
Blade?
superior flower power.
Oh.
I think it's supposed to be superior flower power, but they've got a limit on the number of characters they can display in that position. I'm called mobs if you want to.
Why can't I see the acorns I've just picked up? I have screen blindness.
They were... Okay, now they're on the bottom.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Bottom row in the middle.
On Mothron.
I would say not many companies are profiting off the pandemic, but I'm sure some have worked out a way.
Invest in things that people
I
aren't
mean,
using, so come back up soon.
ethically, it's probably been difficult, but there's a lot of unethical companies that have been profiting the hell out of it.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen the one that did rounds recently. There's a USB stick you can buy that gets rid of 5G and stops you getting coronavirus.
Hilarious.
I thought you already had one of
Amazing.
those.
No, I'm not joking. They're selling it for quite a lot of money. Obviously, it doesn't do anything. It's an 8 megabyte USB stick, a gigabyte with a blue light on it. The BBC called them out on it.
Blue light's probably really top notch.
It's really
Yeah,
not.
quality.
On the flip side, I've seen a lot of companies now doing very cool masks that I'm looking at going, oh, maybe I'll get a cool mask. I have a huge array of awesome t-shirts. Like, I have hundreds of really awesome t-shirts. And if we're going to be wearing masks in the public for, as a more common thing, I want to have to get me some cool masks. So I don't know if, Max, you remember the Bindi Badger Empire from Red Dwarf, where he did it upside down?
Yeah.
It's a mask that looks like that. I'm like, oh, I kind of like that.
Is it someone I know
Sorry, upside down?
Yes.
3D printed the mask from Mad Max?
I have, well,
Is that one of the...
I don't know,
Morton Joe's.
I'll find you the picture.
So basically, yeah.
There you go, it's me.
Basically, the bit
that
at
one.
the bottom of their mouth.
The bottom middle one.
Good.
Oh, oh yes, that was hilarious.
But yeah, there's also quite a number of Mr. Flibber ones, because obviously that was from the episode Quarantine.
Oh my god. Yes. It's my favorite episode.
The reason I stopped developing Fortresscraft Evolved is I was no longer making anywhere near enough money from it to justify continuing to develop it. Not even a little bit. I should have stopped Fortresscraft 2 years ago. And if I was only in it for the money, I would have stopped 2 years ago. I don't know who told you that, but they're wrong. Fortresscraft performance just continued to get better and better and better. I always said I would ship another DLC if the previous DLC shipped 15,000 units. SB, how are you going to get to see the King of the Potato People? Do you have a magic carpet? I can give you the next line.
Got a broken hero sword.
I can't remember the lines for the life of me because it's been so long.
Next line? Yeah. Little three-seater. So let me get this straight. You want to fly on a magic carpet to see the King of the Potato People, to beg for your freedom, and you're telling me you're not completely mad? That requires 2 hours W-O-O. Your line.
And what's WOO?
With, then Kat says you had to ask. Without oxygen. That'll teach you to be bread baskets. And Quark, every patch improved the performance. If I were to do another one at this point, I could get even more performance because I now have some much more modern rendering systems.
More performance.
Well, I have spent my time since stopping Fortresscraft. I mean, let's be honest, the last patch of Fortresscraft was only 5 months ago. So, it's not been that long, really. But I've been expanding my mind as I've been doing drugs. I have been looking at ways of utilising new technology. So I've got full GPU side instancing, culling. I've got compute shader tech. I've got loads of stuff. Have I got to open? Yeah. I've even literally, I will cancel that. Literally at this point today, I've been working on Steam integration. But really what I could do with is about 10 times the income and the ability to hire a bunch of people. How long is this nighttime lasting, for heaven's sake?
This is the daytime. This is a completely different event from the blood moon.
Oh, yes, it's the daytime.
It almost does though.
Yeah, the daytime has sold less. Sorry, daytime. The DLCs have sold less than 15,000 copies, or I would have done another expansion. You can give feedback if you like Electricity. The thing you have to understand before you can start talking, Fortresscraft is a game I developed over half a decade. So when people go, well, how come you've got this machine and that machine? Well, this one's obviously better. You'd never use that one. And my answer is always, the good machine was developed 3 years later. So, for example, the thieves, you can't configure them. But you can configure the logistics valve cores. Yeah, because I implemented the logistics valve cores a long time later. And I don't have the manpower or the time to go back and keep older machines up to date. I mean, sure, literally, you can give. You're always welcome to give feedback. I will always listen. 99% of the time, there is only 2 responses I'll give, which is either I know or I'm not. Like, I know or I don't care. If that makes sense. Usually, I know and I can't fix it for whatever reason. Usually, it's time. Sometimes people want me to fundamentally change the game, which is annoying because I have a vision for things. So, for example, you cannot use machines to dig downwards. This is on purpose. This is a purpose game design decision. And people complain about that, but that's my vision for the game. You can't make me change that. Well, you can, but shouldn't.
Well, there's a laser core.
Laser borer, there is, but that's super endgame.
True.
The idea is, so the laser borer requires, so this is my thing, I planned this, the laser borer requires high energy fuel. High energy fuel comes from the toxic cavern. The toxic cavern is essentially the end of the game. At that point you've already done the exploring. The plan, the pillar, was that the machines didn't do the exploring for you. You explored, and then machines could then make your life easy. But a machine would never be the first thing to discover the toxic caverns or the cold caverns. But yeah, but I say this is machines shouldn't explore for you, is what I mean.
5 seconds. And that should be it. There, finally. I'm not gonna do the pumpkin moon.
So, in answer to my question, and Tad, you're forbidden from answering because it's a terrible answer. What are we going to do differently? We've probably got one more chance at the Moon Lord for bedtime. I mean, you said we should go for the eye first. Is there any particular reason?
Middle eye, yes.
Because every time that you kill one of the, like the hand eyes, it spawns that crap that was just
True Eye
annihilating us.
Cthulhu. You weren't having a fun time with.
No, I was not. Those things were just constantly after me.
Okay, Blue Trusty, I can answer with a paint diagram. You're quite right, Fortunescraft has an exponential growth, which is kind of like that. Yeah, but it's kind of not, though. What actually is the growth of Fortunescraft is kind of more like this until you get to tier 2 and then the exponential growth starts. That's at about... When do you reckon? When do you reckon you've probably done tier 2? 20 hours in? What you've just said is, I want to start the game like that. Generally speaking, on rapid mode, the limiting factor is never... It's the player. You are the limiting factor. Now, in the early game, are you ever short on bar ore? Or are you waiting for your smelters? I know the answer. You're waiting for your smelters. You're waiting for your smelters. Don't worry about efficiency. You're in a nearly infinite world. There's a nearly infinite amount of ore. Don't care about it. All that matters, the only number that is important in the early game, and to a degree the end game, is bars per minute. Doesn't matter about ore per minute. Doesn't matter about efficiency. It just matters how many bars you're spitting out. I always, early game, especially network, send somebody off to find soft resin, get myself basic smelters, which are half as efficient. I know, this is on purpose. And get them done. So, are we doing anything different, or am I just going to go and summon the huge flip and then... And we have a campfire, but I really don't think that's going to make any difference.
Samina asked me if I've heard some stuff. I'll be a better tank by actually quite a significant portion and be able to heal myself a little bit, which means more healing for other people because I won't dip in health as much.
Cool.
And at least we know, or yeah, we've decided to attack the middle eye. Which,
The middle eye, yes.
Cultists are there looking quite pleased with themselves.
But I mean, Lutricity, I disagree that you said so much of the game, and it's not. It's probably not even 10 hours. It's really not. Until you can get the. If that's what your goal is, you can focus on that and do it in easy 10 hours. If you can complete the whole game and charge the railgun in less than 300 hours, I will be extremely impressed. And what's the easiest food to get me a well-fed debuff, by the way? Buff.
Let me see what I've got. I've got a bunch of cooked fish.
May I have a cooked fish?
Through a cooked
It's
fish
max
at
health,
me.
by the way. I wonder if this money laser will actually let me mine chlorophyte.
If the what will let let you? Sorry.
The mining laser.
I don't know. Well, it'll tell you. It will literally say, can mine. No, it wasn't. You 200% pickaxe power.
230% pickaxe have power, apparently.
Sorted.
That's good, is it?
I mean,
But controlling the laser drill is quite interesting.
That's easy.
okay, before we go in
But
then,
it doesn't work like any of the other axes.
before we go in
good.
then,
I've got the what's it mode on, so you can see where it's going. The select, it gives you a little block it's going to dig next.
so before we go in, I
Turn
can
that off.
I can make at least one set of chlorophyte gear. Who would be best suited to take that?
Probably be better than my mithril.
And what kind of hat do you want?
Changed.
Did you get shoes? I don't want to accidentally overmake it. Did I just make shoes?
Got shoes.
You've got chlorophyte
That's
shoes.
correct.
Good.
Have chlorophyte shoes.
Keeps
Have a
open.
chlorophyte chest.
Okay, and you want a ranged
Changed, please.
range mask. There you go.
Aren't you using a mace?
Thank you. Nice.
And
1% chance to not consume ammo.
Max, what have you got?
Palladium.
Okay, so that's a set of greaves. And what kind of hat do you want? Okay, you don't get a hat. Let's come and if we can get a little bit more
Mine are chlorophyte though.
if we can get a little bit more chlorophyte, that'll get Max a full suit of chlorophyte armor, which is pretty much as good as it gets.
Oh, lovely. Working on it.
And Bluetricity, I absolutely guarantee you there are mods to make the basic smelters efficient out there. I heartily recommend the use of mods. However, I do recommend you complete the game without mods first. I mean, specifically, I did it like that to make it take longer. I mean, I could have just given you everything from the go. I mean, you have to have progression in the game. A wise man, not me, once said, and it's a good phrase, to have loud, you must also have quiet. And that's very important. If I gave you efficient and awesome smelters from the start of the game, you wouldn't appreciate them. You would just complain they weren't faster ones. For example, one of the changes in Fortresscraft 2, the 100 slot hoppers, you ain't getting those for quite a while. They're going to be at least tier 2. Currently, Fortress, how quickly do you get them in Fortresscraft right now? 2 hours? An hour, maybe? That's it. And that's the last one you get for the whole game. And I'm sure I'm going to get bitched at, but I can't make bigger hoppers for various technical reasons. But right now, the progression...
See the 9 chlorophyte in the chest?
The what, sorry?
There's 9 chlorophyte in the chest.
Which chest?
It's by the forge.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, wow, okay. So, assuming you are very good at the game, Bluetricity, and by that I mean better than me, you can, from a fresh game, you can get the orbital transmitter and fire... You have to fire it once for the rush mode completion? I can't remember now. You can complete the base game in about 12 hours, but you have to be, oh my god, good. To complete the whole game, we are genuinely talking about 400 plus hours. Like, absolutely 400 or more hours. as I said, I'll answer the question, Beatrice. You tell me, in your playthroughs, are you generally lacking bars or are you lacking ore?
You want that, by the way. Oops, blown the water.
What was it? Oh, cool.
Live fruit.
Well, hold on then. Let me give you a pair of shoes and a thing, and then we'll get you enough doobery what's it for another piece again. Yes, but unfortunately, the Blood Bros, the 1,000+ storage hoppers are. There's a reason I don't support them, and if you're in a network game, obviously I have to transmit the entire console hopper. That's the equivalent of 10 normal hoppers. He's also risking, and I told him about this, he's risking breaking the network buffer. The buffer's not that big, and he is risking breaking it. As a rule, you shouldn't really have... I also want to do more upcrafting, so you don't need 1,000 of anything, because you should get 100 and then upcraft it into 10 of the next one, and upcraft those into 1 of the next one, and so on and so on.
I have 17 chlorophyte ore. Is that enough to do anything with?
If you chuck it at me, I've got...
It's 6 per bar.
That might be enough, actually. And you need a hat, yeah, Max? What kind of hat do you want?
Yeah. Well, at the moment I'm doing melee stuff, so melee.
There we go. Well, if you want to come out then, let's give it another go with the better. It looks
where we
cool.
go, what?
Put your gear on, and I'll go summon the boss. We'll do all that again.
And the bonus is set bonus. Summons a powerful leaf crystal to shoot all at nearby enemies. Reduces damage taken by 5%.
Crystal's really nice.
Dagger shot. If you're lacking bars,
Have any extra life fruit?
No, I wish. I would have eaten it. Dagger shot. If you are lacking bars, make more basic smelters. If you are lacking ore, upgrade your drills. Now, I don't think anyone's going to argue that it isn't absolutely trivial to collect more ore. Just put more motors in a better drill heads. It's a very simple thing to do. I don't believe anybody is genuinely suffering from a lack of ore. A lot of people get very, very, very focused on the efficiency of the smelters. That's not the bit. Well, they are faster as well. And there's no limit to the number of smelters you can build. You can build 1,000 of them. So if your limit is bars, and I bet you it is, build more smelters. If your limit is ore, don't worry about basic versus regular. All you have to do is collect more ore, which is very easy. And I've looked at a lot of worlds, and I see people complaining about the smelter efficiency. And at the same time, their ore lines aren't saturated. I'm like, dude, you've missed the problem here. Okay, are we ready to kill the boss?
Sorry, just kill the King Slime. This rubbish is here. That's better. See my face now. Have
that.
Do we have any dummies to put the old armour onto? Somewhere?
No.
I've just put down some chests that you can smash it into.
And we could always play Fortress Craft. I've kind of avoided it. It does feel a little self-serving. We could do a full playthrough service.
It's fun. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm willing to play.
Well, that's it. Dekashot, as I said, I have analysed many, many playthroughs, and I would say, as a rule of thumb, the player is the limiting factor, not the world. Certainly on rapid mode, not so on Greg. The problem is, it's very hard to play Fortress Craft without going, oh, that bit's broken, that bit needs to be changed, oh, that doesn't work.
Here's your own mistakes.
Like, you think you've got complaints about Fortress Craft, it ain't anywhere near. Did I outrun him? Oh, fuck you, you shitbag. I mean, darn. Yes, it's a reference to Greg Tech, which is a mod in Minecraft that makes it crazy hard. Not modding. It's a mod for Feed the Beast, I think.
Yep, and I've never touched it. I've looked at it and just gone, nope, I'm out.
Yeah, I vaguely worked out. I remember looking at it. I played Feed the Beast for a few hours, and I worked out roughly how long the solar panels would have taken to earn back the time spent to invest them. I'm like, I'm never doing this. Like, it would have taken like 3 weeks of running before you broke even. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So I'll try not to look at the chat then next time. I got another blindfold.
See, it's really weird because in Minecraft, a lot of the mindset is cram as much as you can into one chunk, so that all you have to do is load that one chunk.
Yeah.
That's
and
because
going to Fortress Craft from that was very stark and different.
exact opposite.
Fortress Craft, it's spread it the shit out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I will be forcibly encouraging you to do that in Fortress Craft 2. And if nothing else, I can just tend to put stuff in rooms, and then I can limit the size of the rooms a bit. Because I still get people going, I can't fit everything inside a room. I'm like, dude, the biggest room is 128 meters by 128 meters by 128 meters. I can fit an entire big basin through that without even struggling. Do it properly.
Yep, and then you go in and it's just suddenly huge hit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's an ongoing task, me versus the frame rate. The thing is, what happens, every time I sped it up, people just put more stuff into a slot. Like, into an area. It's like, please spread it out.
The start that you have in Phoenix right now is probably going to help encourage people to spread out, because they're not going to be starting off with everything crammed into one small 5x5 space.
Yes. Well, one of the first things it will do, one of the next goals is I will actually tell the player, you need to go and build a room now. I will make a machine or sort out a machine that requires a room, and something the player wants at this point. I don't know what. Maybe they have to build their first smelter inside a room. I haven't decided exactly what. The player will be taken through building a room.
If you ever do get that air filter makes machines more efficient, think that will definitely encourage people to do room.
No, you see, that's not how it works. Air filters will stop machines being less efficient.
Same thing.
Max, I'm pretty sure aglets only come from surface chests.
Okay.
But
I'm looking for surface chests.
There won't be any. Well, there might be.
You can fish them.
Or
kill the
up
cultists?
in the jungle?
Yeah, and then the mob despawned because I ran away too quickly. Because I'm an idiot. Just waiting for them to respawn.
I'm in the way then.
They respawn after 1 day passes.
Here, I've got a whole bunch of wooden crates to open. Those might have an aglet.
I'm looking for crates, can't find them.
Dump the loot up here.
That and ice skates.
Why is Kylie the stylist living deep underground?
Oh, I just freed her from the spiders.
Ah, right, okay. No, rooms are not just for performance reasons. They are primarily for performance reasons. There are a small number of benefits. I was receiving enough abuse over adding the rooms anyway, let alone literally forcing people to them. So they're optional. I highly recommend you do use them. They are great in a lot of ways, but I'm not forcing you to, and I still got abused over it. I'm tired of being told I make people play the game I want to. I would highly recommend that you have a heated room in the cold cavern. I would highly recommend you have a filtered room in the toxic cavern. I would highly recommend you have a cooled room in the magma caverns. You can only build hydroponics and medical rooms in rooms. We do them for organisation, but the frame rate thing does help. And I've tried to explain this to people anyway. If I'm drawing 0 items, I can draw them at an infinite frames per second. If I'm drawing infinite items, I can draw them at 0 frames per second. Every time you build another machine, your game frame rate will drop a little bit. It has to. There's no other option. There's no way the computer can do more work, either for free or for a bonus. And it's surprising how many people don't seem to get it. I've had people going, oh, the game needs to be optimized. I'm like, I don't think you understand. I've had people with Alienware laptops unable to play the game because the laptop's overheat and it shuts down. And they're like, oh, it needs to be optimized. I'm like, it's the opposite. An optimized game is the one that makes your fans spin up. An unoptimized game is the one that doesn't use your whole computer. I have so many stories from weird people. One guy complained that Photoshop allocated too much RAM, and I'm like, close other stuff. He goes, no, I don't understand. I have 256 gigabytes of RAM, and I always make sure that Photoshop is using 32 gigs and After Effects is using 32 gigs, and then I arrange my program so I'm only ever using 75% of my Windows memory. I'm like, sorry, you've got how much RAM and you're doing what? What the fuck? This is not... I say, there's nothing else. Windows really doesn't like you doing that. Like, I wow.
You killed Slime King?
Yeah.
Why
Didn't even see that come
on
up.
things?
It takes into account other people and your pets. It's not very good, the DPS.
Yeah.
Of course it's my fault, Blood Rose. I'm the developer.
Blood Rose.
It's always my fault. So, Bluetricity, you have a computer. Your computer is capable of executing, let's say 100 million instructions per second. So you have got a 10-core processor. So each of those processors can execute 10 million instructions per second. So if they all run flat out, you can do 100 million instructions per second. Easy out math. So if your computer is running at 50% CPU, then your computer is using 50% of the power it's got. So if a game is using 100% of your CPU, with some caveats, it's pretty much using, it's as optimized as it can be. It's using all of the power to render as many frames per second as it possibly can. If your game is rendering as many frames as you can, and it's only running at 20% CPU, it's wasting 80% of your PC's RAM, PC's CPU speed. Capabilities, yeah. It's like having a sports car and then never taking it above 50%. Or more importantly, it's like putting your car isn't going fast enough and it's screaming at redline. But yeah, I've seen this one a lot. People seem to think that low CPU usage is optimized. So Terraria, if I turn off VSync in Terraria, can I do that? I don't think I can actually do that. Never mind. Then the Terraria will, because Terraria is locked to 60 frames per second. So right now, Terraria is taking up, 3% of my CPU, 4% of my CPU. Because it's, again, because it is waiting, so it's a limited frames per second. That was close. Yes, yeah, it's weird. That's the problem, of course, because people see it's using 12% and going, "Why is it not using more?" And I'm like, "That's all I get out of one thread."
It's one thread going flat out. It's max. It's like, you know, having a V8 engine and just one cylinder is running.
No,
But it's doing its damn
bad analogy. It's like having a V8 engine and only using first gear. Okay, why is my car not going very fast?
Better.
Yes, exactly, Bluetricity. You are correct. Optimization is making code more efficient so you can use the same thing but with less CPU. Exactly. But look at it the other way. It means you achieve the same thing with less CPU, therefore you can have more frames per second. Once you hit your desired frames per second, then optimizing will reduce your CPU. But, I mean, I think, Max, you're on a 140 Hz screen, are you?
Yeah, 144. It goes up to 160 if you overclock it.
But Terraria doesn't run at that, does it? Terraria just runs at 60.
No.
Yeah. So in Fortresscraft, it's quite a lot of ask for the program to hit 60 frames a second because it's just the nature of the game. It's not a simple game. So optimizing it doesn't tend to give you less CPU usage, it tends to give you more frames per second. The other thing I need to point out to people is don't use this. Do not ever show me a screenshot of, oh, it's only using 32% of my CPU, or what. I don't want to even see you using Task Manager to tell me my game's not optimized. You get this on some of the sports car forums where people are going, oh, I do this and my car feels faster. I'm like, I don't know how it feels faster. Go and dyno it or don't talk to me.
So you're gonna dyno, get some empirical evidence.
Yes, well, the thing is, I mean, I've also pointed out, your arse is a really, really bad measurement of acceleration, measuring acceleration. And someone's just thinking about like a custom air filter, and he goes, I got 1.2 horsepower. I'm like, dude, go in and dyno your car 10 times and you'll get plus minus 10 horsepower at the results. 1.2 horsepower is just the margin of error.
Yeah.
Come on, cultist, respawn.
Way too close.
Should manage that.
I mean, if you've only got a 6 horsepower engine, that might actually make a difference.
In the old days, yeah. In the old days, it was very different, though.
I've had lawnmowers that have more, but I mean,
Here we go. They're here.
Esmea,
Can I kill them? Can I kill them?
No, you should head back. Well, you should head halfway to the base. Esmea, I have an air
No,
dust.
they're attacking me anyway.
I have an
go away.
air duster that has. I have an air duster that's 1.7 horsepower. Did you kill them, Matt? Spawn the boss and then teleport away?
Nope.
Want to bet?
Yeah, I've
did.
only got 2 pygmies. I didn't. I left them there shooting me.
Well, the boss spawned and now it's gone. That's a
I
nice.
ran away. As per instructed. Bear in mind, my pygmies are attacking things automatically.
Yeah, let me just restart the server. Rather than wait 24 minutes for it to respawn.
Yeah. I just get late for me anyway, so I'm going to call it a night.
Okie dokie. Might be more Mud Runner tomorrow.
Hey.
It makes me sad that it only supports 4 players. Okay, server is back.
I know, right?
Like, I don't mind it make the game easier, but just give me some bigger maps. Or have a bunch of really bastard hard 6-player and 8-player content. I'm fine with this. Why didn't it spawn?
Well, it should respawn the next day.
Oh,
at
don't we
least,
have to kill a golem?
I don't think so.
Well, there's 2 reset conditions. Either it respawns the next day, or you kill the golem.
Well, but we don't have any power cells. Well,
Thing.
okay, should be back again.
Right, this time I'm joining the red team.
Oh, me too.
I grabbed a bunch of power cells from golem, by the way.
Oh, let's see if they're there. Yeah, I suspect what happened is Max, his pygmies were hitting it, he teleported away and the pygmies just finished killing him. Oh, they're not there, so, hold on a sec though. Oh, golem was
Yeah. Are we just trying to get Moonlord to spawn?
Yeah.
Minute.
Oops.
They're not back. That's weird.
What do you think the spawn condition is? Like,
Wiki says either they respawn the next day or kill the golem.
okay.
Maybe the
Like that.
wiki's outdated on that.
Are they back?
Oh no, it's the next day.
I've got a summoning sigil. Ready?
Yes, that works.
As soon as I hit this, it's 1 minute.
Oh, to summon. Oh, did we get to skip all the?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, go for it. What? Well, hold on. Let's also say it. Might as well make our lives a little easier, eh?
Yes. Throw a pixel at me.
It's like I've not used that before. The ability to actually set time. What happens if I put my trough in my trough?
Perception.
Do I lose the ability to actually ever use it again?
No, you can fetch
Probably
it
make the
out
whole
if you
world
get
eat
a
itself.
piggy bank.
Ah, yeah. I'm riding a horse. Okay, so we're going for his eyes.
Middle eye.
I mean, I spent a lot of time hitting his hand last time, so that's...
Yeah, I'm gonna just focus on the middle one for now.
Yeah, unfortunately, don't forget, I'm mostly using summons and wasps. Little tricksy.
Am I halfway dead?
Yeah, pretty much my guns are just hitting whatever the hell they want, I'm afraid.
Alright, take out the
Goes
other
out.
ones.
Is out. Is out.
Go for his heart.
Go for the power regulator on the North Tower.
What? Oh crap.
Maybe the reason I haven't had any leeches come out of me is of course I run away and then all my pygmies run to me and anything does spawn just gets... Oh, you've got to be joking. I've seen the leeches now. There's no way I can kill those. They're moving at about 100 miles an hour.
Almost got him though. A little bit more.
Almost there we go.
Oh no, the moon.
Fucking Meowmere.
Almir.
Yeah. Please, yes.
I have 6 of those damn things. Up Star Fury.
Wait, is Star Fury is now a thing from the final boss?
There's a second version.
Oh right, I see. I used to have that.
There's a better version. Meow 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 meow. A little bit, but it's adorable. You need the other one for the best sword. I got the room yet.
Well, that was underwhelming, wasn't it?
The thing that happened.
For some reason, I don't have Star Destroyer, though. We also don't have... I'm just looking at the achievements I haven't got. I don't know why I haven't got that one. I feel I should have. We also haven't done Frost Legion, Pumpkin Moon, Frost Moon.
Have the Pumpkin Moon on me.
What's the other one? The one that's
The Frost Legion actually requires it to be the holiday.
You mean I had to set the top, the server
Yes.
time?
You have the. If you have the thing, you can summon it whenever, and if you beat it, it
No,
makes
not
the
the
whole
Frost
map.
Legion. That's Frost Moon.
Oh, the Pumpkin Moon that'll make it the waves-based event.
I don't know how I get the achievement. You and what army? Command 9 summon minions. I have no idea how I get
You
more
have to
minions.
have
This.
the right armor
Yep.
and all the buffs,
Yep.
including the potion and
It's gonna be
the
that's it.
summoning table.
Yep. Wait, what potion?
The summon
There's a summoning potion.
Ah, that's what I've never even seen one. That'd be why. I think I've got 8.
I'll
to
have to
actually
make
go
one
and
next
craft
time.
that yourself.
I'm over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got 7.
So the potion will get you up to 8.
No, 1, 2, 3,
And
4,
there's
5, 6.
2 accessories that you can do that.
There's the pygmy necklace and the I don't think what the other one.
Scroll thing. Scarab scroll? Beetle scroll? Something like that.
I thought Tiki
Yeah.
armor was the best of the summoning armors. If there is better armor, it doesn't really matter much. It would just be
Look at this
better.
Mood Lord armor. Hey, look.
Oh, we have to do the pumpkin moon in order to get the thing for the scarab scroll thing.
Morning Wood.
Stardust armor increases your minion count by 5.
5. Wow. Well,
2 for the chest, 2 for the legs, 1 for the helmet.
that gives us something to work towards next time then, because it's midnight and I have a little bit of work to do.
Gotta kill Moon Lord a lot.
Great. Well, thank you for watching. As ever, like and subscribe, and if there's something you want us to play, let us know in the comments or just harass me directly. We are possibly playing Mud Runner tomorrow. We might be playing Astroneer, depends if it comes out. Other than that, we will continue to entertain you by being bad and sometimes good at computer games. And thank you for watching, thank you for keeping us company, and I hope life is not too horrible for you during the middle of this global pandemic. Good night, lads and ladies.